Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Amanda Sarai and I am coming to you from Arkansas to share this video about the crystalline grid and how it connects to our ascension. So what is the crystalline grid and what does it mean for us from this higher dimensional perspective? So I have more to share about Arkansas and why it's so special and why it's an appropriate place to be talking about this, because there are a lot of crystals underground, but I will save that for a separate video as I integrate the knowings and the information that is coming to me. I wanted to share this to kind of lay the foundation for what the heck is the crystalline grid if you're not already familiar. So actually in all of my meditations and activations, I connect to the crystalline core of Gaia, and I mentioned the grid. So I was like, it is high time I actually address this directly, and I just saw 111. So the crystalline grid, what is it? The crystalline grid is essentially a higher vibrational, multi-dimensional grid of ascended Earth. So we are on an electromagnetic grid. The 3D Earth grid is electromagnetic frequency and energy. And this relates to the ley lines of the planet. And as we ascend in consciousness, as Gaia herself ascends in consciousness, she is ascending, she has been ascending, and the ascension has been anchored in. What it's anchoring into is the crystalline grid. The crystalline grid has been activated. It is coming online. It is online, and we are being called to connect with it. Many light workers, grid workers have been anchoring in the light frequencies to help Gaia ascend. So we're doing this collectively, and by connecting with Earth, with Gaia, with nature, we are then able to receive the codes. So the crystalline grid receives the higher vibrational ascension codes through these alignments, in particular, like we experienced over the summer with Sirius, our great central sun, our spiritual sun, and so on, and through these portals and so on, and with the planetary alignments, with even comets and meteorites, meteor showers. All of this plasma light is infusing the planet with its high vibrational frequency, which then activates the crystalline grid within. And this crystalline grid then transmits those higher vibrational, higher frequency energies around the planet. So there's a grid system, there's a ley line system. If you're familiar with the ley lines, most sacred sites and even cathedrals of old, because they did know this, they built on top of ley lines and particular ley line convergences, intersections, because the energy is amplified there. And of course we have our very high energy vortexes around the planet, like Sedona, and the extra amplified energy centers like Mount Shasta and the Great Pyramid of Giza, the root chakra and throat chakra of the planet, respectively. We have the heart chakra rather in England, Glastonbury, Avalon. We have the sacral chakra in Peru, Machu Picchu / Lake Titicaca. So we have these very high energy points on the planet where we can receive the energy, and what we have been experiencing at these vortex centers is electromagnetic energy frequency coming up out of the planet and coming into the planet. So this is what we have been used to going back through the millennia of this human cycle, of this particular cycle of incarnation. And you know, since Atlantis fell, essentially, these are the energies that we have been connecting with. And now the crystalline grid is coming online. So crystals are a really beautiful way to connect with this energy. I'm just sharing one of my beautiful crystals. It doesn't matter really, but quartz crystal in particular, this is celestite for anybody who's curious. And quartz crystal is what is underground in Arkansas. Again, I'll be sharing more about that in another video coming shortly. 515. So connecting with crystals, connecting with nature, but more so than anything, connecting intentionally with the grid of Gaia, with her crystalline core, with her crystalline essence. This will help us to connect with the crystalline grid. So it's more about intention than anything. We are also transducers. We help to anchor in, as I was saying earlier, we help to anchor in these higher vibrational ascension frequencies when we start to open up spiritually, open up our chakras, clear our chakras. Our chakra system becomes the rainbow body to help anchor in these frequencies, so we become that pillar of light. We are transducers, we are transmitters ourselves, and we are receivers, so we can connect and receive above and below. We are like the tree. This is why I received a message, and I just saw 616, connect with the trees. I received that message very specifically several years ago, and it's, yes, connect directly with the trees and connect with the energetic of the tree that is rooted below and reaches up above and blossoms as it does so. So that is something that I encourage you to lean into if you are here. And I have a couple other notes because this is a little technical. So crystals are made of silicon and oxygen. So quartz crystal is SO2, silicon dioxide, and it has a very particular frequency, and crystals actually, they hold information. So silicon, you might know from the tech industry, and actually humans are ascending from carbon into crystalline form. So what does that mean for us? We're actually moving from carbon to silicon based. So it is not just Gaia, and this is why it's so key for us to connect with the crystalline grid as we are on this path of ascension, because we too are ascending into a crystalline form. So this is getting into the root races, which is another video for another time. Anybody who's familiar with that notion, or Edgar Cayce, the Lemurian was the first and second, as I believe, and the Atlantean would be the third, the Egyptian would be the fourth, and now beings incarnated in the new millennia after 1998. And how do the star seeds fall into this question mark in for me at this point? I haven't really tried to ask that question, it just came to me now. We are ascending now into this higher human form. So our DNA is being activated and upgraded, and DNA itself is already crystalline. We're moving from the 2-stranded to the etheric 12-stranded form of DNA. We have the 12 strands of DNA, the 12 chakra system, which is the expanded chakra system. As we expand our light bodies, these other expanded chakras are coming online. So we have the 12, and the 12 multiplies to 144. Just made a video on the 144,000. I can link that below. And the earth grid is the 144 grid. That is the crystalline grid that has been activated as of 2012. So in 2012, we had the Mayan end of times, we had that convergence, and everything became activated in 2012. And since 2012, the energy has been increasing, and now it is fully anchored in as I understand, this past spring. So the crystalline grid is activated and anchored as of now. So we are at this really powerful, beautiful time on planet Earth as her ascension is being assured and anchored and moving forward. We are here along for the ride. And we are not just along for the ride, we are here assisting in this process by clearing. We've been clearing. And now the grid is cleared. It is up to us individually, collectively as well, to clear for humanity, for the collective consciousness. So the more that we anchor in to the crystalline grid, the more we will be able to embody the higher frequencies of ascension and have that ripple effect. And the more we do so intentionally, we will then be able to transmit that beautiful energy through our heart grid. So it's all connected. There is a real spiritual science to this, and it does get a little bit technical. So I hope this is making sense so far. And our crystalline body includes a crystalline heart. So this is why in a lot of my activations, I bring people and myself through the diamond portal of the heart, because we are activating that crystalline consciousness. But it is beyond a consciousness. It is an actual frequency that we are ascending into and activating on the physical level. That's why it's so fascinating to me. Will this take time for us to fully evolve into that? Of course. So we'll see in this lifetime what it's going to look like at a physical level. But our telepathy is coming online, our clairs are coming online. Who knows about teleportation, but I do know that that is a possibility. Those Harry Potter vibes are gonna be fully accessible to us at some point in the near future, whether this lifetime or another in the next incarnation perhaps, depending on your particular soul path. We'll see, but it's all very exciting, it's all very fun. So yes, our diamond light body is another term for it, the crystalline body, the diamond light body. I have mentioned this a couple times. The diamond light body is being activated as we anchor in these crystalline frequencies. So diamond light is like crystal light, so it gets fractaled and we see the different rainbow lights through the spectrum. So through the fractal, it gets the diamond rainbow light spectrum is visible to us through the crystals and through the diamonds. So we can see how they are connected. So yes, we can connect. Again, I just want to reiterate that we can connect wherever we are on the planet to the crystalline grid. We don't have to be at the ley lines. We don't have to be at the sacred sites. We don't have to be at the vortexes. We can intentionally connect wherever we are. So it's easiest to do so when you're out in nature, and crystals can assist this. Again, intention is the most important. So that is, yes, I double checked my notes. I shared everything before I even looked at the notes. So it helps me to anchor it in for myself to write it out, but usually I don't even need them. So I will leave it there. I also will share access to my New Earth activation, the New Earth frequency activation that does connect to Gaia. I do so in many of my activations, particularly the Earth Star Chakra activation of my Keys to Abundance series. So I will link that below because it's a whole bundle of activations, and it's really beautiful and powerful. So let's I only have my little baby, my phone stand, and the wind is blowing strong, so hopefully it doesn't knock over. Anyway, I am sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. Onward and upward in love and light. I so appreciate the likes, subscribes, comments. Let me know if you've experienced the crystalline grid energy yourself, how this resonates for you. I am so excited to hear from you what this has been like if you have experienced it and connected with her. So I will be sharing a lot more soon. Onward and upward in love and light. I am sending you so much love.